What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to style your hair like Justin Bieber 2015-2016 sort of style. As you can see from the thumbnail, it's when he had the long on top, shaved at the sides, and it was bleached the majority of the time. Okay, what I want to show you is how we're going to be able to get this style without making it look like we put a lot of effort into it. It's a pretty simple windswept sort of look, and that's what I'm going to be helping you to create today. Okay, now you're going to want to blow dry it. The aim of the game is pretty much to get it blow dry inward from each side, so it's going into kind of like this. Blow drying it down. Surprisingly, I don't want to blow dry upward because that gives like an annoying wave effect I find in my hair. So the more you blow dry it down, the more it'll have a round bounce to kind of flip back. You see what I mean?
Got me for life. Yeah. I don't need a hand to hold, even when the night is cold. I got that fire in my soul. I don't need anything to get me through the night, except the beat that's in my heart. Yeah, it's keeping me alive. I don't need anything to make me satisfied, 'cause the music feels good, and it gets me every time.
Okay, now if you've got it bleached like I do, you are going to have the occasional problem of like sort of frizziness. Not always, depending on how you've washed it, what you've washed it with. This, which is, it actually says it's an amplifying cream, but I use it more like a anti-frizz, using a small amount. That'll do. Rub it between hands, get it all around there, and then go ahead and just, mostly at the back, start at the back, don't put too much in the front. I get it through the, so that will fit nicely at the side. Get a little bit through it. That should. Not part of the video. Staying hydrated really helps everything. Your skin, your hair. Anyway. Okay, now you're going to have a little bit more grip, a little bit more, it's going to stay a bit more in place. The next thing you want is a styling fibre wax would be better. Gel, give it too much of a wet, shiny kind of look. What we're going for here is more of a natural, grippy sort of texture. More like it's blown in one direction and stayed that way, like you've got nothing in your hair. That's kind of like what I go for anyway. Got like this amount. This is a real like sticky sort of texture. Clay is going to be good for this. I used to use a style like hard wax. That used to work really well too. As my hair's gotten longer though, it's harder to keep the volume because it's hanging down so much, so I need to use something that's kind of a bit stronger. Okay, so what you want to do is start straight from the front, lifting and pushing back at the same time. That is going to get the back and then the loop. It's kind of like a little wave, but in the right direction. Instead of having the, I always find that it will give you a weird sort of look, and it will look more like a wave, and you don't want that. You want it to be folding back, sort of. Do that, try and work it through with the side, try and push that so it's all going in that direction. Now usually what I will do is I'll push forward as well, because I like the way he has it in this picture, where you can see that it's not all flipped back from the front, it's sitting forward and down at the sides. But I generally like it for a day-to-day basis to just have it like this. Okay, you can have a little bit coming down the side here as well, make it look a little bit more rough. Okay, with the side, because my hair has actually gotten longer than his was at certain points, it can be kind of annoying, but if you try and get a bit of the wax through it, it gives it more of a textured look. Oh, that's the word I've been looking for, textured. But, right, I would say have your hair a little bit shorter than I do. You don't want too much, you don't want to have like this huge, you know, amount that's standing up. You want it more like that, you know, like you pushed it back and it stayed there. Okay, with this, you want to kind of flatten it out, so you can use that with, you can use the hair wax to kind of calm this bit down. Okay, pretty much. get a bit more texture to these bits, otherwise it can all look like one long layer, which is not what you want. And then get that to lay over the top. Okay, so you've got 4 steps to this. You've got the side, which is pushing it back and over. It's pretty simple, that usually stays that way as long as you blow dried it like that. Then you've got the back, which back in this side, which is pushing it forward, giving it a slight bit of texture, and then keeping that so it goes down with the length at the front. Then you've got the actual front, which you want to kind of layer over the back, kind of push your fingers through it. And then the last part is the side, and just pretty much just wherever that feels comfortable is where you want, because it will get annoying if it keeps sitting in your face. But like I said, I'd say up to about here would look better. As long as it's not frizzy, it's not really a big deal. And with the sides, if you've got my sort of length, which is really short, okay, it's pretty short, so you can't really do anything with that. Unless it's kind of sticking out, you could just get a bit of the wax, lay it down a little bit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If it is a little bit longer, I usually just flatten it and bring it forward slightly. That's pretty much it. I actually like the way that little bit is on that. Okay, your last step would be to try and hold it in place, because most of the time, especially for me, I live in England, so it's either raining or it's windy. So, okay, so you want hairspray. Now, I use a lot of fat hair. There's no reason for that, it just gets the job done. It's not too bad. And it's not too heavy either. A lot of hairsprays that I've used in the past, they'll give you that crunchy, sort of unforgiving look, which you do not want. And you don't want to use too much. Just a light sort of layer will keep this in place, because you don't want to have it where it's too solid. Just a light layer will keep this in place, okay? You don't want to have a solid crunchy layer there that you can't do anything with, and then the wind blows it forward and then it just looks a mess and it's stuck like that. You just want a little bit, so so you can feel that it's going to keep it in place. But I don't like to not be able to get my fingers through it, so like that. The benefit of the hairspray as well is it gives you this kind of like textured sort of, you know, it separates the hair a little bit, which stops it from looking too perfect. Okay, that's pretty much my tutorial. That really can take you, it takes me about 5 minutes in the day. Wash it, towel dry it, blow dry it. Just all you need to do, blow it into the middle, down, maybe a little bit of volume on top, that's about it. And then literally it's just defrizzing it, styling it, keep it in place. Alright guys, so that's the end of my video. This is my attempt at an outro. Please just hit the like button for me, and maybe even subscribe for some more interesting tutorials. See you later guys. Oh yeah, also check out my last video, which was how to bleach your hair quick and easy. And it's kind of handy because it gives you a few little tips and tricks to get your hair bleached without any mess, any trouble, or having to pay out like £50 to go to the hairdresser and get them to do it. Also, don't forget to give me a follow on my social media accounts. All the links are in the description below.